I love that music. Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shadow, the personality of this here, and welcome to Live and Wired episode 96. Seconds, please. Joining, we have Thick Black Daddy, and I am completely out of focus.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that before you went live, but you went live.
I just love this camera settings. Love it so much. So, we have topics for this evening. Lovely, lovely topics as we always do. One of the things I should start off with is the Live and Wired poll from last episode. Since it's a YouTube poll now, they tend to just kind of sit there in the YouTube community page and garner tons of views, tons of votes, and this has twice as many votes as that episode has views. So there's that. And let's see. The total of 4,228 votes went still 39% to Wayne's World. And Speed, Spy Kids, Twilight Babe kind of worked out in that regard there. Oh, I wish I could stay in focus. I wish. Cam mic options. Show advanced options. Camera resolution.
Belch.
Doing a great.
Excuse me.
Bit of work there. But as you can see, I have moved back into my home. And just for the record, yes, this is another green screen background.
Huh? I'm too high for this, man. What just, huh? I'm sorry, just for science, can you do that again? I like legit. Real? Okay.
Hey, I'm in focus now. Okay, here we go. So,
why did you just have a green screen up here?
So, there's a good amount of topics to tackle today. One of the things I forgot to put on the list, now that I just realized after putting it all together and scheduling time for every topic, is I did not put on the Paramount Halo series trailer kind of thing that popped up. So if we want to talk about that at any point, just bring it up. But.
Hey, Savage.
I wanted to start this one off strong with just a little giant shark topic.
Meg.
Let's see, can I get...
I just like that name itself, Meg.
Boom. There it is.
All right, bye.
So, the Meg 2 has started production. So that's a thing. Do you have
and Jason Statham's coming back at least.
Yeah, Jason Statham. There's an excerpt from a little article there. Besides the confirmation that Jason Statham will be reprising his role as rescue diver Jonas Taylor, it was revealed that Jessica McNamee, I'm terrible with names, has been cast to play Taylor's ex-wife in the sequel, and it's known that John Turteltaub...
It's McNamee.
McNamee?
McNamee.
McNamee. John Turteltaub will not be returning to helm the installment. Directorial duties have been passed to Ben Wheatley of Netflix's Rebecca and Free Fire fame. Yeah, it's a giant shark movie. It tends to be how it goes, Andres Martinez.
What movie was that with the shark jumps out of the ocean somehow and eats an airplane?
Eats an airplane?
Just takes a big chomp out of it.
Oh, I feel like I should know this one. Honestly.
Somebody should know what I'm talking about. I've seen
the Meg 2. I'm doing drugs. Probably.
It's just... What if it's just Meg from... What's the name of that TV show that I'm thinking about?
Family Guy.
Yeah, that guy. It's just her just at a buffet.
It's a sci-fi movie, the one where the shark jumps out of the ocean and eats an airplane.
Sharknado, there we go.
Sharknado. There were like 6 Sharknados.
Why is there 6 of them?
Well, they came out. It's actually kind of funny because they were coming out like 1 or 2 a year up until the last one, which is like the final chapter, and it came out in 2018, and there hasn't been a Sharknado since. And I was like,
Well, they
were
actually
they
getting
actually
funding.
serious about the final chapter this time? You're never serious about the final chapter.
Oh, here we go. Perfect. I sent you something related to your Discord real quick.
Oh God, I see.
Someone sent me that screenshot out of context, and I just couldn't stop laughing.
Let me see if I can get this on the stream real quick. Okay, there we go.
Would you choose between the Meg or Sharknado, though? Also, granted, I've only seen like the first one, the first Sharknado, randomly, and as well as the first Meg. I don't know why my brain farted on that so bad.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. A friend of mine's just randomly sent me that screenshot with no context.
Oh, also, I should mention, Think Like Daddy. On this platform, I have like some music that's royalty free that I could play while we talk. Add a little bit of something else to this.
No, I'm good.
It's like you fell asleep on your keyboard.
How do I turn it off?
Ask and you shall receive.
God, it was so generic. Like a bowl of grits with no salt.
Ever consider doing re-reviews of movies? Or I've done a couple of re-reviews in the past, but I feel like I don't. Those I did because my style had shifted so drastically in such a short period of time. It's already hard to hear me. That's not good. Just not close enough to my face hole. Is this? Is it?
Using?
I'm using my lavalier mic plugged directly into my computer because that's what I ended up having to do last time. Just because the headset mic was glitching out like hell. So that's kind of how that went.
Did you believe me if I told you I got this for like $40?
Yes. I have bought some expensive ass mics that are just absolute pieces of shit. But yeah, like the Meg, there's a lot of differences between the book and the actual movie. So as one of the things about the possibilities is there was actually a second Meg book as well, but there's no word on exactly how closely this follows that. But like one of the things about the Meg, I think, is supposed to be closer to translucent albino kind of looking because it was from the Mariana Trench. It was way down there. It was an odd deep sea creature. It wasn't just a really big great white shark. You know, things like that. There's a book, and then they're like, we're making it a movie with Jason Statham. And I feel like the Meg gets a lot of shit for being dumb, but I'm like, well, what do you fucking expect? It's a Jason Statham movie about a giant shark.
I mean,
I can understand the people who didn't so much care for the fact that for a Jason Statham movie with a giant shark, it's surprisingly tame. There's like no dismemberment, no blood. I mean, yeah, people just get eaten whole by the thing, but it's a little PG-13 slaughter.
That just sounds boring.
Yeah, well, that does though bring us to our Live and Wired.
And he doesn't punch the shark.
That is sad. But our poll for this particular episode of Live and Wired: which shark movie sequel needs to be made? Now that we're getting the Meg 2, we have options here. I have Jaws 5: Resurrection. Bruce is back and he is hungry. Deep Blue Sea 4 could bring back Deep Blue Sea's 2 baby sharks in Deep Blue Sea 4: Revenge of the Baby Sharks.
Revenge of the Fetuses.
Sharknado could always have the 7th Sharknado titled Sharknado, as it is the reboot Sharknado. We could have Ghost Shark 3, The Final Encounter, Part 1. And, of course, Bad CGI Sharks 2, Worse CGI Sharks. We have that on the YouTube community, and I will be sharing out the link.
That's not a movie. I refuse to believe that's a movie.
I will be sharing the link out in the chat momentarily.
You just made that up on the spot. What was that last one? I gotta Google this shit. Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh,
come on, film track. Everyone likes shark movies.
Let's see. Ghost Shark. Fuck off. Ghost Shark 2, Urban Jaws. Oh, I'm just like imagining like a shark's like swimming through the hood, like with the fucking cornrows and shit.
Quite possibly. But in the title card, we also have a little thing to keep in mind. Something you might have noticed back there. Yes. Google Stadia might not be as major of a success as we have been led to believe. Can you possibly comprehend this?
This has a whopping 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. Why did it get a sequel?
It's past the 10-minute mark. Thick. We are moving on to the next topic.
All right, fine.
Google Stadia, thoughts?
No.
Well, if you ever want to hear someone have something good to say about Google Stadia, just make a public post on Twitter about Google Stadia, and guaranteed someone is going to pop up in the comments saying, I use my Google Stadia every day, and I love it. It has replaced every single console. There is no need for the console. We have moved on in the grand land of Stadia. Totally real people. I am absolutely sure. Now, Gio, that is a bit of a harsh thing. Say it has flopped. I wouldn't say it succeeded, but it is in an interesting little crossroads right now because Stadia as a platform, as a heavy console competitor, saying this is the way you're going to be playing all of your games from here on out.
It ain't shit.
Seems to be kind of going away. Google is quietly silencing that aspect of the Stadia platform and refocusing Stadia's technology into Google Stream, where they just you can play. If someone wants to make a game demo available on a website, they can contact Google and put it on the Google Stream platform, and it can just be there on the website, and people can log in to the website and play the game right there through the same technology Stadia was using, just cloud gaming. But it's just going to work like that now on a case-per-case basis with contracts with big companies.
No.
Well, it's not at this point. It's not intended to be a replacement for your console, which is one thing it really like. There's always a concept of, is this the future? And if so, then you absolutely should be going forward. But Stadia is like one of those examples of things that are just, even if it is the future, it is definitely before its time, and it's not what people want right now.
What if it's like, do you think poor marketing played into that?
Well, yeah, that too. But I'm thinking of like,
not that I was interested in it personally.
A ton of people have Amazon Alexas, Amazon Echo Dots, and all of these little virtual assistants that are voice activated, and you got them hanging around everywhere in your house, and they're listening to you all the time. And people just do that to run everything in their house with voice commands and search on the internet and play music and whatever. Years before that came out, though, there was this one little product that aimed to do the same thing. It was the Kinect bundled in with the Xbox One. Remember how everyone thought of that?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that was not necessarily the wrong product, but the wrong.
Wait a minute, didn't you buy
one? Xbox One. I didn't get an Xbox One until
with the Kinect.
No, I have a 360 with a Kinect, but I never got the Xbox One Kinect.
Maybe it's 360. I'm thinking about. Never mind. Dwayne The Rock Johnson
Yeah,
in Gears
why
of War.
pay for something and pay for games without owning anything? There's that aspect, but to that I kind of have to point out that your ownership of current games, even physical media, is really not there anymore.
Like, what was it trying to do? Was it just trying to be like the little not Stream Deck? What's the word I'm looking for? Remember that thing that Steam had? It was kind of like a Nintendo Switch.
That's still coming out.
Okay, that's still coming out.
I think that's coming this month, isn't it? The Steam Deck, isn't it? Really, they had to delay the launch because of shortage of parts. But I think the Steam Deck is coming like this month. The first run.
That for some weird reason actually looks interesting to me, or rather the concept of it.
But that's playing games locally. But since it is a Steam platform, you can just connect it to your own computer at home and cloud stream your own computer to your handheld device if you feel like it. If you've got to spare $5,000 to have your gaming computer streamed to your handheld gaming computer.
Dude, my PC was like under $800 to build. What are you talking about?
Well, compare it
Yep,
to a Steam Deck isn't the worst in terms of its hardware. For running games at 720p Ultra, it's kind of in the ballpark of a PS4 and PS4 Pro-ish, oomph.
I mean, you ever thought about like which way we're going in terms of like,
or is a technical term tera oomph?
Video game accessibility? Like, because like for an example, my little roommate, I had his little brother come over, and mind you, I'm not a console guy at all, but somehow he was playing his Xbox, what's the one called, it Xbox Series X games on his phone. And for me, I thought that was me. He was like streaming it somehow through whatever the hell.
I think I was doing this last time I visited.
Was you doing that too? Yeah, that shit still blows my mind.
I was playing Phantasy Star Online too, just like, yep.
Is that a sign I'm just getting old?
Yes.
I'm still bothered at the fact that someone hit me with the fact that the year 2000 was 22 years away, and I was like, damn, I'm old enough to say 22 years away. Stop it.
I think my technology, boy, I'm old, was when I first held a iPod Nano, and I was like, and this thing has 4 gigabytes in it. Wow, how do they fit it?
Sound like me and those Nintendo cartridges when I was like, 3 megabytes. Holy shit. Oh my god. Somebody wants a Scream 3 update. What?
Well, I'm still fighting copyright claims, and Miramax is great at giving copyright strikes, so I'm waiting on getting to that, because otherwise I'm risking my channel.
That Google Stream thing, it's gonna tank. And I also think it's being like overshadowed by the Steam Deck. Steam Deck, from what I've seen, has much more like publicity out there. They got Steam money.
Yeah.
Gabe can put that shit out there hella easy. And he probably, as far as I know, he probably just pulled something like out of his back fat and threw it on the table and like, take it, make money, and just walked off somewhere, rolled off.
There was another thing I was supposed to do this stream that I almost forgot, which is a good thing I didn't forget, because I didn't put it on the news sheet. But on the topic, before we move on to the next topic, on the topic of what reviews I've been working on and how everything is going with that, I do have a little something to share. That being a teaser for the next review on my show. If you would like to kick back, relax, grab a drink, and take a look at the next review coming on the 9th. As soon as I find where the video is. There it is! Nefarious forces seek to unleash all the monsters! Oh, if only there was one really damn big, important monster to beat the crap out of them! A king of the monsters, if you will. The military is here, and they are pissed. All the Titans are loose, and they're destroying everything. Even worse, their behavior is completely unpredictable.
If I may, sir, as amazing as this sounds, they're moving like a pack. They're hunting.
But you can always count on Mark to just waltz on up and actually the military tactician into their place. Okay, so yeah.
Oh man, you want to joke about pizza that ended so suddenly?
Yeah, I gotta work on having it kind of work up and then ease down. It's been a long time since I did review trailers. I used to do them all the time when I was uploading to Blip, and then you'd have to wait 2 months for it to show up on YouTube.
Oh god, it's terrible.
Yeah, I know it sucked, but but that was the business model at the time because YouTube wasn't allowing me to. YouTube was like no fair use ever anyway. So yeah, things have changed a bit. Now they're like we recognize fair use, but we. But still, it's better than it used to be.
Oh shit! So yeah, you know the game I was streaming before I came in here?
It was still running.
Yeah, it's still running.
But speaking of games,
oh hell yeah, I want to see Halo 6 on PS5 exclusively.
Well, that is the little issue with the buyout of Bungie by Sony is the fact that
man, don't you think they ran out of steam by now? The Halo franchise, that is.
Well, kinda, but Bungie doesn't own Halo. Bungie made Halo 1, 2, and 3 and Halo Reach, but Bungie does not own Halo.
Oh, educate me.
Bungie owns Destiny.
Destiny. True. Yeah. Yeah.
Which is going to remain multi-platform, at least that's what they say right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Destiny 3 is PlayStation exclusive.
Oh man, I miss Red vs. Blue. Don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, Microsoft has full rights to Halo, and you know there were quite a bit of. It's been a hell of a time on Twitter, let me tell you. You ever want to look up anything video game related, you just end up right smack dab in fanboy Twitter.
Why are you so blurry?
As fat focus is gone again. I have no focus.
You know, funny enough, that was the issue I had with my last camera. It kept unfocusing and refocusing and unfocusing.
Yeah, I got to get like a new camcorder for my show, and I'm going to take the old one and probably hook it up to a capture card and just use that as my webcam. So I'd be able to keep the focus and have everything looking nice. But
I think Rooster Teeth is still around. They're just quiet.
Fanboy Twitter exploded in the little console warring crap that they do.
Also, they make fight videos.
And one of the things was the assumption by some that Bungie owns Halo, therefore Halo coming to PlayStation. Halo's going to come to PlayStation as soon as they get Game Pass on there. But yeah, the idea of that. Like, I'm not sure if any Sony execs thought that, but it does remind me of a little story way back when, of when Microsoft bought Rare. And
people lost their mind.
The story goes that one of the big reasons that Microsoft went forward and got Rare was because some suit at Microsoft honestly believed that Rare owned Donkey Kong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, how? How?
Well, Rare had made all of the Super Nintendo and the N64 Donkey Kong games.
Yeah, I know that. But by the time they bought them, why they thought? Oh well. Guess he didn't do his research. Oh, thank you. Oh god, how do you say that?
Dorthat Gaming. Love to comment on that right now, but I'm trying to do this lovely restructure where we'll be covering the super chats at the end of the stream. Thank you, though. We'll be.
Wait, the 88 was the remake?
That. Yes. Okay. So time thing. Okay. Yeah. So we're still on the Sony buying Bungie. Okay. Now, one of the things about the acquisition is that they say that Sony is supposed to be utilizing Bungie's technology and their skill at making games as a service.
They're
And
expecting them to make a bomb ass first person shooter.
one of the things that was talked about was like within the next 8 years, Sony producing 10 games as a service products. And I'm not so certain that that is the best idea.
Sony bought Konami. Man, nobody wants Konami. Konami.
That was close to being the Live and Wired poll this time around. Was who should buy Konami?
Man,
Like everyone agrees
doesn't
Konami
seem-
needs to be bought, but the question is who gets them. It's going to be
Well, I mean,
Sony,
is Konami
Microsoft,
really
Sega,
are they really
Tencent?
worth anything without Kojima though?
Yeah, maybe Kojima Productions could buy Konami.
Oh man, there's a tiny Queen Latifah in my head laughing hysterically.
Think about it. Kojima buys Konami.
I know 1958 came before 1988. I just didn't know the 1988 was a remake.
Oh, I like Conquer, but it was still odd that Conquer on Xbox was more censored than Conquer on N64.
Man, fuck Bloody Roar. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got recent bad. I did a retro stream of Bloody Roar and they pissed me off. I was mad. I think Sony, as you say, want to utilize Bungie's technology. They playing Destiny on both controller and keyboard and mouse feels good. Bungie definitely knows how to make a first-person shooter. That's why I like those diehard Halo fans. You know, like you said, 1 through Reach, they really ride that shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them. For some reason, I like Halo Reach probably a lot more than I think I should, but I do.
Halo Reach just was like I was playing through the entire Master Chief Collection because I got my Xbox, I got Game Pass, it was all there. I'm like, okay, you know, I only ever really played the first one.
Where's my invite?
Man,
I would love to do that.
Sorry. Microsoft owns Doom now. Yeah, they got Bethesda and they got Bethesda. ZeniMax had already consumed id by the time that Microsoft came in and consumed them. It's the entire games industry right now is a game of Agario. Everything's just going.
Hope they don't make the next Anthem. That's funny. You know what I actually did? I actually re-downloaded Anthem just for the hell of it. There are actually still people playing that game.
But oof, yeah, Tencent right now is just this huge like, and people are worried about Sony and Microsoft, which are comparatively small. Going click.
Oh, I'm with you, Jesse. I am 100% with you. In fact, there was a game I played recently that caught my Damon X Machina.
Oh, Damon X Machina. That was on Switch, right?
Probably. You can get it for free on Epic right now.
Oh,
but I do have it on Steam.
Okay.
I mean, if you're a big fan of the Armored Core series, that's definitely the way to go. Or if you like mech games in general.
Armored Core is one of the things that makes me sad because I really liked Armored Core 4. And then From Software just started making nothing but Souls games.
Decker Shadow's real name is Steve.
Only Souls games. Exclusively.
Well,
I also really like Kingsfield, which a lot of people say is like the Souls games before they were Souls games. And I'm like, nah. It was like a weird combination of Souls game and Skyrim, but for PlayStation 1.
You're showing your age again. Stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not one to talk, considering I did like a random playthrough of Morrowind.
Morrowind, the game that reminds you that running is tiring. But yeah.
And you're still using the same game engine. Why?
That's funny because they started calling it Creation Engine 2. It's still the same engine with upgrades.
Imagine you made a foundation in 1999, built it up, brought it back down to the foundation, the core foundation, and then decided to rebuild on top of that foundation.
A fun thing is though that the Unreal Engine is only technically like 1.5 years younger than the Creation Engine
Is
in
it really?
terms of how far back the base engine goes.
The more you know. Why are
But
dislikes coming to Twitter?
but yeah, that is time. Dislikes are
Yeah,
coming to
someone's not
Twitter,
paying attention to the time. How dare?
kinda, sorta. There's the uh, the idea. I think right now they're being tested, but in terms of exactly how dislikes are being handled on Twitter, okay. Let me get just real quick, just so everyone can see. There's that's right. That I'm not just like I love Twitter. I got this going on. Okay, all right. So the
I gotta come over here.
Corpse Killer. I used to play the hell out of that. But the thing with dislikes on Twitter is they are they've been wanted for a while. Effectively, anytime someone responds to anyone on Twitter and says ratio, that's just them creating a dislike button. You like the guy that says ratio to dislike the tweet they're responding to. It's stupid, but it's what they do. Um, Now, in terms of how dislikes are supposed to work on Twitter, effectively, you're still going to have the ratio guys because they are designing their dislike system to already be the worst kind. They are not to be publicly visible, but they also add a layer of being able to demote certain tweets to be less visible.
Isn't it the exact kind of like the thing they did on YouTube? Like there's still the dislike button, but you can't see how many dislikes there are.
Yeah, so everyone's going to have a dislike button next to their tweets now, but no one's going to be able to see what the dislikes
This why
are.
would you what the fuck?
But that also they're adding code to just demote based on that, which of course means they could just technically go in and demote anything based on anything. But yeah,
This feature, I took a glimpse at it real quick. Looked like it came out or testing on iPhones right now.
it's always the Apple bastards get to use
So
everything first.
yeah, if you got an iPhone and got Twitter, go ahead and check it out. Thoughts on
So
WoW Microsoft future? That's funny.
WoW and Microsoft. Uh, Yeah,
Oh yeah, because
I can
Microsoft.
figure because World of Warcraft, Bungie, not Bungie, World of Warcraft, Blizzard, that's soon going to be under Microsoft's umbrella. They'll clearly be pulling in the money for that, but I wouldn't imagine that that would be the easiest thing to just port to Xbox or put on streaming. Like maybe come to PC Game Pass, but
Oh,
they
my
already
jaw would
have a
hit the
free to play
ground.
version of WoW, right?
My jaw
So
would
that's
hit the
not
ground to see
really
WoW on Xbox.
that's probably not the easiest. Not the like it's all I can think. The only thing coming to mind is that Microsoft is now going to be making that money. Like that's the only thing I can say for sure on
Man,
that.
they bought them for what, 67 billion?
Mm. I'm just hoping that if we're going for wish fulfillment here, I just want StarCraft Ghost to come out
Yeah, wishful thinking. All
to,
right,
to
damn.
be made.
God damn, what year is it? What was that drop?
It looks
2004?
cool, and then they were like, "Never mind."
What was that? 2004, 2005?
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh no. I remember that video. I had old girl like sneaking through the I'm gonna say space chamber. Fuck it, that's what we call it, space hallway. And yeah, it looked cool, but yeah, about that.
Well, that is true, but at the same time, Pauline, if you have something that it requires keyboard and mouse, that's
Especially coming from a console full
yeah.
of, controller players.
I'm not certain that's going to work so well. Just like put it over and say, well, you have to have a keyboard and mouse to play this. Saying you have to have Connect is one thing, but keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, no, they scared of that.
Uh,
They are scared of that. But I'm gonna kind of keep my mouth shut. I don't have much of opinion about that because Blizzard and all that stuff that happened.
hmm.
So I'm wondering if like Microsoft is going to try to reconstructure them, maybe get some. They obviously got like a nice handful of IPs now that
Oh
they
yeah,
can do with. They got that Microsoft money now. So I want to see what's going on with what was it?
really.
Diablo 4?
Covenant Slayer once says they ported Star Trek Online to console, and Cryptic managed to make it work with controllers. So
Wait, they did? I must have missed that.
I think I only ever played Star Trek Online a little bit in beta, and I don't remember it being particularly simple.
That was terrible. No kidding. I never played Star Trek Online.
But yeah, the whole thing with dislikes, I feel like dislikes are important, personally. You don't know what you got till it's gone, as they say. But just being able to glance and see dissent is a much better way of judging whether or not something is, you know, a reasonable thing. I kind of go back to the one time when it's the one time so far it really affected me to not have dislikes visible. Just a video about Serious Sam 4's graphics from a guy who was provided a review copy of Serious Sam 4, and they're talking about all the ways it's so much better and so improved in every single way. Like all the odd design choices are just improvements.
That game ain't optimized for shit.
This is better. That's better. And I'm looking at this like there's no way anyone fucking agrees with this. And I scroll down to try and see what the dislike bar looks like, and I just see likes. And the first thing that clicked in my mind is, am I crazy? And then it's like, wait, no, that's right. They removed dislikes. Fuck.
Yeah, I think they're probably trying to get rid of the stigma of people feeling bad.
Well,
But my only thing is just like, why do you have a dislike thingy if there's not going, people not going to be able to see the counter? Some people live on that shit
because it only affects what the viewer experience is. From my perspective, sitting behind the creator dashboard, the dislike bar is still there. The dislike counter is right there. It's telling me, hey, this percentage of people hate you. Like that's just as visible as it always was. So in terms of creator mental health, that's not good. There's no difference. None. It's only the viewer's experience that has changed. So, yeah.
That shit has not affected me in any kind of way.
Yeah, that's another thing. YouTube is also currently stopping people with small channels from being able to stream. Like if a stream starts going up and it garners a lot of views, YouTube's like, "Hey, you're not allowed to go viral. No one knows who you
Their
are.
algorithms are
Let's just remove that." Yeah, that's another thing. Dislikes are great for letting you know a video is a junk. Yeah,
that's true. I can see that. I don't see how that's beneficial on Twitter though.
Yeah, the thing with Twitter that's like,
or maybe because I barely use Twitter.
Well, one of the things that also about the way it works on Twitter is that it is supposed to directly affect the visibility of a tweet, and that's one of the things that used to be aspect of the ratings on YouTube, which used to be like 1 to 5 star before they changed it to like and dislike. One of the aspects about it used to be that the lower rated, the less visible, and people weaponized the fuck out of that, and that was torn out. So the like and dislike ratio could still be seen, but people weren't able to just destroy a channel's visibility at a whim. So, yeah.
I don't know how to just know why.
But yeah. As a guy keeps asking about the Scream 3 review, I've been trying to hold back on that until I get all of these copyright strikes taken care of, as they have been coming in. But on the plus side, Scream 6 is coming out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Though in the last episode of Live and Wired, I talked about Scream 5 and Matrix 4. in terms of exactly how the response to both of them has been. And I did get a comment saying that I should not have spoken of them since I did not see them.
Holy shit.
Now, that means I have not seen Scream 6, so we should probably just move on. I can't talk about it.
Man, I could. They made a lot of money. Goddamn. The
Who made a
Scream
lot?
5.
Oh, yeah. That allegedly Scream 5 was supposed to be a one-off. It was just supposed to be like, hey, it'd be cool. Let's make a new Scream movie. We're going to do it in a way that really respects the memory of Wes Craven, and we're just going to do the best damn Scream movie we can. And people really liked that, which that's what I was talking about between Scream 5 and Matrix 4 in the last stream. I was talking about the general reception people have had, the thing that I have been witness to.
The budget on that movie, Scream 5, $24 million, and it was updated today that it made $112.7 million.
I got to change my background. That's right. I have all these different backgrounds. There we go. Yeah, it's full ghost face right there. And I'm still out of freaking focus. So let me just.
Oh God, that's still messes with me.
Now? We gonna focus now? Focus. This is how every stream always goes. Oh well.
Maybe it hates you.
I mean, most computers do.
Maybe hate you. Oh God, I'm back.
Oh. But yeah, Scream 6. So evidently there's possibly a new trilogy of Scream going on, kicking off from what was intended to be a one-off. So maybe Scream 6 and Scream 7 are going to be, but hopefully still good.
Wait a minute.
But,
you can't be surprised if people are offended by it. Oh, you're talking about that one guy's name. I thought it was funny. I had a Discord change my name because they didn't think I was thick or black or a dad.
And what if the new Halloween movie was any good? Well, I have that right here, but I've been trying desperately to rip it, and it's just not working with me. But also, it's Miramax, so that's the same as the Scream franchise. And like I said, I've been getting strikes, so I've decided to hold off on that one anyway. But I really wanted to rip it and really wanted to review that one. Just a thing. I got all the other Halloween movies reviewed, and there's another one coming out this year. So
I like the fact you review all these movies that I'm not gonna lie, I am a bitch to watch.
I like it. I don't know. I think maybe I watch too damn much horror. Maybe. I know it's surprising, but I mean, Sane TBD on YouTube.
Who?
He does jump scare compilations of Twitch streamers, like Twitch streamers playing horror games. They go, oh! And that gets clipped, and he collects a bunch of them, makes compilations, puts them up on YouTube. Charlie likes to watch that like in bed as we're getting ready to sleep. And
I'm sorry. My
and it's like it's a jump scare compilation. It's coming. And so there's like people that sneaking through the hallways and stuff. And then it's like, please! And she's there like, and I'm like, Charlie, it's just jump scare. It's like, shut up.
That's funny. I can come back and do the dance. Oh God, do I want to know this dance? See, I feel almost out of place because you review horror movies and I don't watch horror movies because I'm a bitch.
Just imagine that seeing someone's intestines being torn out in front of them and eaten just kind of gets you off.
Besides the eating part, I've unfortunately had that pleasure of seeing that. Also,
reality or
yeah, in reality.
Oh yeah.
And
I've seen it with the eating.
You gonna say that and act like I didn't hear that shit? Like, what? You just gonna play that shit off like I didn't hear that?
Life is horror, man. That That is how it's been for a while. And New Duck Prime, yeah, I think that is the the going theory. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure those are the videos that received copyright strike after copyright strike after copyright strike that led to 3 in a row, and poof.
I heard that shit, man.
It's that's life.
I heard that shit, bro. Why nobody acting like he didn't just say that shit? I ain't glad I didn't hear that. I don't even know why I got the Bible. I'm not, whatever.
So who was the person in the wheelchair that I got to play Michael Myers? That was Charlie. That was my fiance. She plays wheelchair Myers.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm not laughing at that. How come every time I bring my hands up, I get like less black?
Yeah, technology just doesn't understand melanin. It's just
it's just a random thing. Also, that is adorable. When y'all gonna accidentally have a baby?
Isn't he also the guy that clipped a whole bunch of YouTubers when they watched The Large Vampire Woman? Probably. As long as this at the beginning of his videos, you know, just all right, guys.
I heard Large Vampire Woman. I'm interested.
All right, talking about Lady Dimitrescu.
Oh, never mind. I say never mind, but I know what I secretly want. Anyway.
The fear Wes Craven was in it.
I want to say I've seen that movie, but I don't remember it.
So now I gotta do more classics, more horrors. I got another one lined up, a nice little classic coming up. Got a lot of big stars in it that weren't so big at the time.
How the fuck is
Roger Corman production?
I didn't know Courtney Cox was in Scream 5. Still, somehow.
And
David Arquette?
Yeah, that was Gale Weathers and Dewey. Courtney Cox and David Arquette.
I'm just surprised they're in it. That's all.
Half of Scream is kind of half slasher movie and half soap opera at this point.
I'm surprised he even made that much money considering, you know, the pandemic. God damn. There's a horror market. What I feel like the horror market is getting slimmer or overshadowed.
It's just this weird little thing with horror. It's difficult to be a horror YouTuber because YouTube's always there like, this person really died. It's like, don't you have a thing in your content policies about dramatized violence yet? Nope. Violence is violence. They were really decapitated. And of course, then there's anytime a horror movie does well, like anytime a horror movie does well enough that you'll get actual film societies standing up and noticing, they tend to use terms like elevated horror. Effectively meaning the rest of the genre is shit. It's trash. No one should like it. This is a different kind of that movie, so it's okay to like it. This is the artistic horror.
No, that's dumb. That's weird. That's just me.
Of course it's stupid.
That's just me. I mean, maybe somebody out there is going to just be like, oh. And then that's it. Let's just leave it at that. But I'm surprised it's still going on. What was the first one? 99-ish?
Oh, God damn it.
99, 98?
Was it 96?
Oh, I couldn't be that old. No.
I gotta look this up now. Scream 96?
No shit, really? Damn. Stop it. Also cool.
Yeah.
Damn, that movie's actually a lot older than I thought it was. 96, and here we are, 2022, working on part 6. Yeah. I almost want to watch it, just see how corny it is now.
But now we're reaching our last 10 minutes of the show, which means it's time for the poll results. Now let's see what is the Shark movie, the sequel that needs to be made. Out of 412 votes, the coming in with only 6% of the vote, we have Ghost Shark 3: The Final Encounter Part 1.
Fuck you. That's not a movie.
This is hypothetical movies that need to be made.
It's that Final Encounter Part 1. Just that part irks me. Like it slaps a part of like OCD I didn't know I had.
Coming in at 11% was Deep Blue Sea 4: Revenge of Baby Sharks. At 14%, Sharknado, the reboot of Sharknado, effectively Sharknado 7.
This boy said live action Jabba Jaws movie.
19% goes to Bad CGI Sharks 2, worse CGI Sharks, meaning at a whopping 51%, we have Jaws 5: Resurrection. I guess that was kind of the strongest series in there.
Jesus Christ, you ever seen a Dodge Challenger race a Honda Civic? Because that's what that shit sounds like.
Actually, it does Gran Turismo count? Because I think
No.
Okay.
Probably.
I held on to that Civic forever. Just saying. It wasn't working, but I tried.
Oh, I miss good racing games.
But yes, it is time for general chat and oh god, my super chat was just there and I clicked over and I saw it and then it just disappeared. Great. So I got to scroll up to find it. I had the thing open. I had the window open right there, but opening it back up, it caused it to refresh. And the $5 super chat that I had kind of ignored when it came up so that it could be looked at right now.
Man, I'm glad I didn't ignore it. Decker. I don't know why I actually looked over.
Okay, there we go. Hi, Decker. Love your reviews. Would love to see you review The Blob, both the 1958 movie and the 1988 remake. I did review the stuff, so I think since I reviewed the stuff, which was during the first season of my show, I've been getting requests for The Blob. So I should probably actually act on that at some point. Would be a good idea. Yes. Stream felt kind of short. Well, it's not supposed to feel extra long. That's the thing. One of the things about the restructure of Live and Wired is condensing it down from 3 hours to 1. So, less news, but more important news, and just kind of keeping things moving, keeping things kind of interesting.
Yeah, imagine getting a plate with just the meat, no mashed potatoes, no corn, no extra, just meat.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Meat.
But yeah.
But yeah, I didn't like I said, I didn't know the 1998 Blob was a remake.
Okay, that's probably for the best. I thought I had it on. I had it down, but no.
What?
Green screen. Yes. I've been working hard on trying to make the green screen actually function in my reviews. I got some parts lined up, not for the. Well, I got some nice effects going on in the Godzilla King of the Monsters review. But the times where I was actually utilizing my green screen to do things that I really couldn't do before, I've got that lined up for the following review, and I'm editing another review right now. That's one of the things. One of the reasons I can have review trailers is because I am working on actually having reviews ready ahead of time. So if something happens, I'm not totally screwed.
Ta-da! I'm glad somebody has that figured out.
I see the trailer for Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Just the little.
It looks awesome,
passing, but yeah, it certainly looks awesome. It looks like
awesome.
I am going to. Does it have multiplayer?
It better. The first one did.
Because if we're fighting Tyranids, I wanna like we fight the Tyranids.
We fight them.
I'm gonna use a Warhammer 40,000 like space ultimate double barrel shotgun.
Oh, funny enough, I just got a Warhammer game.
I just got a space ultimate double barrel shotgun. It's right back here.
Like in real
Neighbors
life,
have stopped bothering me.
Are we talking about real life or?
Yes.
Okay, just check. Yeah, Inquisitor. That's what it was called. Warhammer. It's like a Diablo clone. I'm not gonna lie. It's just Diablo with Warhammer skin. Soundtrack is, if you like symphonic metal, whatever, symphony metal, whatever. That shit is.
Reminds me, I really got to get bullets per minute.
Bullets per minute. Yeah.
BPM. What's it? I don't know.
No, that game is great, dude. I highly recommend it. It's great time killer.
Every time I look at it, it's still like $30, and I'm like, I know it's worth it, but
money. Something about the Texas Massacre. I noticed directed at you. Something about the Texas Massacre.
$4.49, and I don't know if there was a sticker or something associated with that, but
I didn't see anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, something about the Texas Massacre I will watch. I don't know why.
Is it just Texan pride?
Yeah, I guess so. It probably is. I don't know. There was another like random horror movie I like to watch once in a blue moon. Anything with aliens or predator in it, don't judge me.
Happens, Lords of Chaos.
I fucked up. Shit happens. You'll be all right. Nobody exploded. Speaking of explosions, after this, I'm probably gonna go back to my stream. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm currently addicted to Borderlands 3, Monster Hunter Rise, and oh crap, what was the other one?
Ooh, Godzilla or Gamera. I love Gamera, but I gotta be honest.
Godzilla's OG though.
There have been more better Godzilla movies, but I want Gamera to have more movies, and hopefully some of them are good.
Oh, that'd be nice to Gamera. Wait, isn't Gamera like his friend? They're like kind of cool with each other, right? Or am I thinking about somebody else? I'm thinking about Mothra.
Yeah, Mothra's like kind of like fist bumping with Godzilla.
I remember it was one of them flying guys.
But Gamera flies, yeah. But Gamera's like the standing there turtle with the big fire powers, breathing fire, and just like shoots rockets out of his butt.
He can also Beyblade himself.
Yeah,
he can Beyblade himself.
Up until like the middle of the Heisei era, where they decided actually his front arms just turn into flippers, and he just uses the back jets, and he just goes, and then he stopped Beyblading. And I'm like, why? The Beyblading was so cool. He can use that to fight. He can't just slap into things with the flippers out. What are you doing?
A high-speed slapperich.
Oh,
that's a high-speed slapperich.
I'd like to see a movie like the American Werewolf in London. I just remember the practical effects there.
Well,
well, the thing is, I saw that when I was like really young, and I just like the guy's like, and I'm just like, oh.
Ooh. I think I watched that at the wrong time then, because I watched that movie as an adult, and when I saw those effects, I was just like, "Yep, that was the '90s." That's all I could think of. Just like Jurassic Park. You know, when people saw that shit back in 1993, whoo, that shit was dope.
I remember the original Jurassic Park stayed in theaters for fucking ever.
Yeah,
like they just weren't coming out with it on like VHS. Like,
not
you want to see this? It's on the big screen.
Did I just say Arnold versus Schwarzenegger? I mean, say Arnold versus Sylvester Stallone. I'd love to see that Arnold versus the Schwarzenegger. I cannot look at that man's name the same way ever since I know what it means. Ever since I found out what Schwartz mean.
Okay,
it's German for yeah. It's German for the color black, and then the rest of its name. So yeah, when I found out, are you telling me his name is Black? No.
Anyway, one fun thing before the next. We've hit 7. It is time for the shameless self promotion and to say goodnight. So, what am I working on? Well, there's clearly the Godzilla King of the Monsters review coming. After that, I'm hoping to have the Asylum ripoff of Godzilla vs. Kong, Ape vs. Monster, but I was currently having a bit of a fight with copyright right now, and I'm having difficulty because the next step of that opens me up to a strike, which I already fought one from Miramax. I'm already open to another one from Miramax, and I'm receiving one from Adrev Ent Management over my Evil Bong review from 2012 that they say is an infringement of the Elvira Evil Bong episode from 2014.
What?
And according to YouTube, they sided with them when I brought this up to them, telling me that when they got the license to use Evil Bong in one episode of Elvira, they now own the copyright to that and can freely strike anyone just using Evil Bong. So I'm going to get a strike on that, and I'm already open to a strike from Miramax for Scream 2, so I can't fight the Ape vs. Monster dispute any further without opening myself up to a strike from Asylum. I don't think that Asylum would go quite that far because they honestly just want the money. But I'm pretty sure Adrev Ent Managed also just wanted the money, but they're going so far as to fucking strike me over this shit. So, YouTube, am I right? Either way, I've also got the Galaxy of Terror review in the works. Editing that right now. There will be worms. And after that, we should be looking forward to the March of the Clowns. So, yay. Now, oh god. Our lovely moderator Under the Veil is still working on her channel and some nice little looks into stuff I don't know. Help me with this. I forgot it already. Anyway, Thick, what are you working on? You're on Twitch, right?
Quack.
Yes.
Yeah. How can I like compete to that? Like, yeah, I just play video games on Twitch. What do you want to say? Every once in a while, people make clips, and I turn those clips into compilations to videos I upload. But those clips has been dry, so I have been thinking about just going through my VODs and just hand picking out whatever the shit I find funny. Except I don't think I'm a funny guy.
Okay. Oh yeah. Here we go. Under the Veil is doing a video about a molasses flood that killed a bunch of people.
Did these people like die in slow motion?
I would have to assume that it would be like horrifying, kind of like the Blob in reality.
I'm just thinking of evil flubber.
You're just out in the woods, like living in your lovely little cabin, not caring about anything. Next thing you know, the wall just starts cracking, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And then it just folds down, and there's this mass of molasses that just rolls down, and you're like, "Holy crap!" You go for the
God,
door, the door is facing the molasses, and you're
That's
like,
what I
"What
was
the hell?
gonna
You
say.
can't do that." And you go to the back window, and you see it's already rolled over that, and you're like, "What's going on?" And it starts crushing the house, and you're trying like force your way through, but it's thick molasses, and you just can't
like,
swim
face,
through
like...
that, and you just.
Now I'm thinking of like Ditto, or what's the other Pokemon?
I want a horror movie like this now.
No, not Cum. I'm stupid. Not Cum. What's it? Stop saying Cum. His name is Muck. Damn it, Muck. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't want to talk no more. I fucked up. I'm sorry.
So, yes, I've got reviews in the works. I'm fighting several copyright strikes. Thick is on Twitch. You can find him there probably as soon as this stream ends.
Mm-hmm.
And Under the Veil is working on a video about molasses horrifyingly killing people, but for real, so probably shouldn't laugh at it so much. And Lotus Chaos dropped 79 pence. Thank you very much. So, thank you all for joining. I have been Decker Shadow.
I am Large African Father.
And remember, everyone buys someone sometimes.
I can't take your ass seriously being all low focus at your 2040p looking ass.
Damn it.